Je Jodan Doji Jonan La Shanja Pata Dana Jatsuchi Etona Jendola Sangye Basho Je Jodan Doji Jonan La Shanja Pata Dana Jatsuchi Agre Chichi Jebe Sonanje Rola Bencher Sanje Bai Shu Je Chudan Zoji Jona Chanja Pata Dana Jasuchi Agre Chichi Jebe Sonanje Rola Bencher Sanje Bai Shu. Okay. Leave me again. Amy, guys, good morning, Linda. Okay. Good morning here, or good evening, everyone. It's a wonderful event like today, it's a vacation, no day off, but still guys to effort to practice meditation. Therefore, according to Buddhism, you chose the right things to do. Usually I mentioned last week, we have a little excuse is skip. Therefore, this is called a blessing from the Maharaj to practice. As you know, the Kadamba masters, they do practice meditation. They keep same that like this, the life, important as self object for their life. That yes, not just our problem, but the society or time, the Lord destroys the distractions for outside, right? Distractions. Yeah, distractions for our. Therefore, but still we try to, even tomorrow's holiday for us, but it's very bad for the turkeys. Mentioned I heard in about maybe 42 billion turkeys killed, particularly for tomorrow. Therefore, for very sad for them, very good for people to celebration that. We cannot much to change, It's good, particularly we think in these times, like those people, not those, the animals, especially the turkeys who killed by for purpose tomorrow, we pray for them to also never ever revert again the like animals' life, get some better life. For that, it's for you get the marriage as the numberless, the number of the turkeys. We think that it's also our prayer or our wishes lot of powers, because it's one of motivations for Bodhicitta. Secondly, it's the front of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and the images, all the Buddha's teachings in here. It's that always it's like holy place. It's on Dalai Lama or all the teachers, masters, they all came here blessing. So now we, the front of Buddha Shakyamuni, we do that kind of prayer practice, very powerful. I'm sure we do very strong prayer, wish for them, never give a rebirth again like that. We do like couple minutes to like meditation for them, like it is like compassion. It's a wish for all the turkeys, special I think for yesterday. A wish for them all free from the suffering. that thought keep our mind again. This is how to call the meditation, the compassion. Okay, everyone take a little bit a moment that we go to this our study. Okay, although you think blessing and the power for all the Buddhas, the sadhavas, all Turkeys free from the suffering. Okay, get one. Okay, here. Okay. You go to. Yeah. Yeah. I can song also. The name part in the Shine Gomta. Sane semi be tapcola the Shine Gomter. Along Cheta Cheshamba. The Gom Japta Jap Shamba.
So we've been doing this practice, the study now about the calm abiding, right? How to achieve calm abiding through the method of the 9 stages, of the mental setting.
아니 오늘 가도 지 신내라고 지금 접토가 있나? 신내 만져봐 있나? 간지 신내 곰당도 약보 지금 롤 샤토가 있나? 아니 되게 땡땡 가도 내가 가르쳐나. 냠래 로종 가르쳐나 지금 니바 첨보 슉 첨보 야부지 땡땡 거래.
So if we are able to achieve that calm abiding through this method of the 9 stages of mental setting, that would be great. And even if we are not able to achieve calm abiding, but just having studied and understood about it, will help a lot, in whatever we do, whether we're doing practice or we're doing study or any kind of work, it will help us.
아니 곰 제거라야 땅강도 내가 최슈 잘라대 가리고 왔나 강도 쳔바다. 아니 시시세 있다. 괜히 딱곰 제거라 다 잘라 라샤 요나만 해.
So the most important device, or tool that we need, when we do the practice, especially meditation, are these two: the mindfulness and introspections.
제자네 다 꽤나 언도 빠르는 가서 왔어. 랑보체 직. 난도 샘쟁은 안 되셔. 랑보체데 네 샘지 슉 첨보. 아니 지금 봐 미가 칼 녀거는 레라고 마냥에 아니 니바 첨보 임버레나. 콜라 미 탑진다고 쟤네 타바지다 내려야 고 짜지세요. 누바지 되니 쟤네 가지 미가 탑지라 되네. 랑보체 첨보데 나도 미치가 칼 녀와 나도 소도를.
So like you saw in the picture and in the portrait, of the calm abiding stages. So our mind is like kind of represented by a wild elephant. So usually the elephant is very strong, powerful animal, and it's very difficult to bring under control. But with the method of the lasso, the rope, and the hook, the iron hook, slowly it can be brought into control.
당하도 가서 주려 도저히 감을 빼나 아니 템바사에 간제 짜위 무바 강이 받텔라 마예바 에파 볼마치 버지네 샘등에 어떤 일이 시바이라고 그래.
So the mindfulness is a mind, it's a type of mind that makes sure that one's main mind is holding to its object without forgetting it.
시즌에 되게 된지기 아니 쳔바티가 아니 시바티 유라 따다 내가 누게 내가 먼저 되게 땅에 아니 다 분리적 손으로 그래.
And so and the introspection, is like a mind and like a it's a mind that whether the mindfulness holding the object is supposed to hold in a proper way or not. So it's like a spy or a police, that checking on the mindfulness.
다 대이대가도 검지가 걸렸다 있는 거 최순이셔래.
So these two are the most important things, when we're doing meditation.
오케이. 아 나도라 네바 최순이 거대는 용 추순이 오랬다. 아니 대라 심하다. 그 봐서 있네.
And then the biggest obstacles that are very easy to arise when we're doing this practice, are the two, the excitement and the laxity.
어디지? 아니 다 심화해야 돼 가서나 아니 샘지 뭐 봐. 네 그러니까 그 내지 뭐봐 현다. 네 싸워 담보시 먼저 받지. 야무나 다자요 이제 미빈다 땅 담보시라 매지 흘려도 쳐다봐. 너 듣는다고 시키려고 살아.
And so the laxity, is a type of mind that is not clear, is not able to see its object clearly. And even if it sees the object clearly, is not able to hold it, tight enough or strong enough.
오늘의 당은 두시 다치는 공장에 대치래. 다시는 시험처럼 뭐 다 차단 수 먹었지. 고바세야 돼. 고발처럼 고바세야 돼. 지금 샘물발치 대와 있나야. 뭐바 대마도 없지. 아니 지금 차배 유지하는 건데 다 가와는 샘도 쇼도 이도. 호텔에 고발라 그래.
And then the excitement, is a type of mind that is not able to sit on its object because of being distracted, over all other objects that one has strong attachment towards. So the being like mind, going all over the place, towards the objects, towards the desired or object and attached objects.
그래. 당도 검정에다 다 먹고 쉬우매. 아니 다 검정에 소소라 시와 연구 소소의 시중에 내가 제토인데 왜? 전백에 내가 제토인데 왜? 시중에 내가 제토인데 왜? 아니 내가 가르쳐도 아니 시와도 그반이 또 갖다야 되니 가리가는 거 당도 문제가 되게 지도인다.
Now we're going to do meditation, and when you're doing the meditation, make sure that these two minds are there, the mindfulness and the introspection, and see whether those minds are not there or not, and they're doing their job or not, and that if they are able to overcome or counteract with the two obstacles, the excitement and laxity.
단들이 집에 갈아야 아니 남도 방법이나 산지 좀 된데 그거 가서 대단도 주사해 봐. 산지 좀 된데 그다 원래 미워이나 아니 개월 앞쯤 못 사그래서 대한 로지도 시와나 배나 샤리보다 오데 산지 좀 된데 그 내지 딱 기초 자슈지 영화데 네 제와 뭐부 내라야 아니 산지 좀 된데 그 그것인데 리모트야 일어 아니 뭐 따네 제네 어 되게 아차들 때네 아니 슈가 산지 좀 된데 이제 봤더니 마데 딱 조선이는 직차로 왔던데 이세 딱 로지들이 와서
And so the object that we use, mainly because of the reason for creating merit, it's better to choose Buddha's statue or Buddha's picture. I mean, you can hold and you can choose any kind of object, but that is what is recommended, for the reason that we can create merit, while we're just focusing on that. And that's the one of the reason why Shariputra became one of the chief, the main disciple of the Buddha, standing next to him, like Shariputra and Mongoliana. So the Shariputra, in his many previous lives before, when he saw an image of the Buddha, he got very attracted, and then he kept looking at it, and praying and looking at it. And so because of that, he left a strong imprint in his mind. And in that lifetime, he was actually able to see the Buddha, and not only see, but became the chief disciple of Buddha.
아야 다도시나 다들 검적을 야 네 답변에 이거 가려면 배나 군 돈배서는 배나 셔레 차상 차시를 그 뭐지 차시 도도로 오지 차상 제 대인지 뭐지 아무것도 싫어 세우는 말 대이제 세고 말에 세라마세라는 거지 이거나 샤네 대토 답이셔고래.
And so let's say that you can, as I said, you can use any object, but let's say if you are using the statue of the Buddha as an object for your meditation, then you don't have to see any like the particular part of the Buddha's body, just see the whole general Buddha's body in general. And of course it will not be clear at the beginning. You won't be able to see the whole part of the Buddha's body very clearly, and that's of course that's not possible at the beginning, right? So you might not have a very clear picture, but still holding that, whatever clarity you can see, just hold on to that.
네. 방아도 담보가도 다스면 담보가도 쉬자가 다스 줘봐 해야 돼. 아니 쉬르지 누가 담절라 얘와도 수나 되지. 아니 샘 다단도 수준 되려야 수준 남주 국가는 이거는 다나가는 되나서 이제 고중인데 소리 샤도 와. 에다 원라 아니 미네 아니 다 샘지 맞아버지네. 템베 샘네 샘티칸라 샤네 되고다.
And so now we do this the first stage of the meditation, the first stage, which is placing the mind. So here, placing the mind on the object and holding it, with the mindfulness without forgetting the object. And so whatever clarity of the object that you can see, put your mind on that and try not to, let the mind go around everywhere, but bring the mind, in, and place it on the object.
아틱 되니 검자에 걸어야 아니 가로서 그 소주 무예 대 팔라는 아니 바체 아니 시와다 개반이 레벨 거래.
And so the obstacle, the laxity and the excitement that makes us, to forget the object, or makes the mind go away from the object. So these two will arise, quite strong at the beginning.
근데 용이 걸어야 아니 템바당 템백이 시중 때 용고 누구도 못다 템백가 갖다 텔레베 걸어야 아니 무예 대 말로와치는 주 성공을.
And so the introspection, checks, whether these two minds are rising or not. And then the mindfulness, when it's rising, the mindfulness makes sure that, it brings the object into its place again.
어다 되니 검자 전화줬다 시와마 레겐데왜 고파마 레겐데왜 잼베가 숨토근데왜 시직 야고 따토근데 도저 수송 무슨 맞지야 당도 검자기다.
And so now today, when you do the meditation, you are checking, are you getting more laxity or more excitement, and is the introspection able to check the mind, is the mindfulness able to hold the object or not? So that's what you're going to be checking today. Okay, so when the mindfulness, when the excitement or laxity arises, then your mind has to recognize it's arising. If you skip that, then you'll be all over the place. But if you just identifying that at the beginning is important.
Okay. Okay. 아니 저도 그게 돼 말래도 다 니바 그게 돼 말래도. 시와 말래도 고파 말래도 아니 텔레비가라 템바도 시시 배셔당 두고도 해.
So which interruption did you get more? The the excitement or the laxity? And when you get that, are you able to use your mindfulness and introspection, to overcome it?
How's it? Do you lose your object in meditation? How you lost? You just fall sleeping, or you exciting, or you remember something, or forgot to do something in your job, or you just mind just go away. Which one? That's we need to find. Yeah, we need to find which obstacles come more. Okay, same. Yeah. How about you guys? Which one more strong? something gopa said tan do chak chat on the chak pena. Dubin semi jason jubin the chak chat wachi. And je tending the chak chat yellow passion of it. Ella and gopa lavachi. And Titelaya and the thing the gumbala pachu that tell a gopashi with tasture. That they came away na the same kawana young roid or what a nami say. And so come tambo jivakalaya. Yang gobat shuchimbo mewaina, nami the shuchimbo word.
So the excitement, is like you get excited by this object that you're attached to, or you have a desired object and you get pulled out, your mind towards that because you are excited about that object, right? So that's called excitement, and so that is a part of, it's a kind of attachment related with attachment, and then there's also another interruption in your mind, which just goes all over the place, even if you don't have any attachment towards that object. So that is called the distraction. And so sometimes even if you don't have the excitement, then you get distractions.
Okay, which one more come? Maybe Mark come to Philippines. Karo shiwa karo shiwa.
Laxity.
Laxity. You are laxity. You sure? Okay, which one more difficult?
Distraction. Maybe laxity and distraction. Start like a little bit of laxity and then my mind just drift away.
Yeah, te paji laxity legi na paji gobale to mare. Karasana endo paji nami kilo nami.
So if you get the laxity, then you will not get excitement, and maybe that's like distraction.
So at this
time, you have to identify what interruption you are getting. If you think about it, then you get more. You can see more. If you don't think about it, then you don't see it. So you see more. That means you are thinking about it. So we talked about the 5 faults, right? The 5 pitfalls or faults, and the 8 and antidotes or applications. So you get this forgetting, forgetting the instruction. That's the second fault, right? The first one is the laziness, and obviously you all don't have any laziness, right? Because you all came here all the way, to the center to listen to the teaching, or online people, at least you came online, to listen to this. So you don't have that laziness. You don't have the gross laziness. That's the gross laziness, but maybe you might have a subtle laziness, but not the gross laziness, right? So let's skip that part. And the second the fault is forgetting the instruction, and you get that a lot, right? So when your mind is distracted, then you forget the object of your meditation. So in forgetting the instruction means like your mind is going away from your object of meditation.
아,
When your
되게
mind
이거
moves away from your object of your meditation, then that's what's called the forgetting, the second fault.
되게 이년보다 젬바래 가도 젬바들이었어.
And the antidote for that, is the mindfulness.
근데 제가 누구도 땅에도 시전됐어.
And whether you have forgotten it or not, the one that checks, is the introspection.
예, 제가 단다 어디지? 다 나도 담보 누 전에 곰 잡지 내 전에 곰 잡지. 남도 내 말에 남도 망보 사딩을 해봐이나 나 지금 이렇게 되거든.
And so by doing an analysis like this, or meditation like this, when you see that you are getting more, distractions, more, and when you see that you're getting more distraction, then that's good. You are identifying it.
단단하도 거리나 쌤 가와는 겸도 그러고 나도 대 전에 가서 좀 양도에 맞죠. 무슨 거야 말이야.
So it doesn't mean that the other time, we're not distracted. We're always distracted. Our mind is always distracted. It's just that we don't identify that. We don't recognize that. We're not aware of that.
제가 엄마 주 전에 아니 신의 곰 때문에 담보 곰 잡을 거야. 아세 이제 둘 녀래 그 쌤들 내 말에 누가 아니 지 가와는 로딩 걸려. 아니 거기가 사는데 당아치는 곰이 오사 말했어. 얘가 가져도 어다들 야보래서 대체는 그 아니 가로 남이 무슨 거래서 남이 무슨 말했어. 어디 야보생 거래.
There was a meditator, who started doing meditation, and he was getting so much distracted. He was getting so much distracted, and he's getting even worse and worse every day when he tried to meditate. And then he thought it's not possible for him to be able to concentrate. So he went back to his teacher, and then he said, "This is impossible for me. I can't do a meditation. I'm getting so much distraction." And then the teacher said, "Oh, no, that's good. That means you are recognizing, you're identifying the distractions."
오케이. 아야도 다 안에 되네 다 샘네 니바데 전도 좀 봐서데 아니 갑래야 다들 니바가 레그레스 니 시와다 개파니다 안에 당하지 받는 니바차가 요거래.
And then the second stage, is the placement with continuity. So at that time, you still get laxity and the excitement, and you also get the forgetting the instruction.
다 된다 그러나 아니 담보 내가 땅가서 곰배나 단다 산지 좀는데 고곰이고 고곰아 다른 깔아야 아봉아도 뒤 가나 샘대 가나 샤 에네 샘 줘봐야지 아니 바데 다른 깔아 준테니야 세마이와지 준테니 예름보 샤타와이나 내 샘니 입에 가나 안 줘봐 다 들으니 바자로.
And so the first one, in the first stage, you place the mind on the object. And then in the second stage, if you're able to continue, to place the object, place the mind on the object, for some time, longer than earlier, then that is called the second stage. So that's like the second grade.
아니 뭐 딜리가 샘네 당보도 가르다는 근데 가서 투바 잡아라. 나도 개개서나 투지 소소고 곰 썸다는 말에 투바 잡아라던데 투비가 녀바데 소소고 썸다니 아니 샘네 당보도 잡아네 텔라 투비 답지 잡지 투바를 되는 잡아래서 나도 톱시 또 주의와.
And then, so we talked about the six powers, right? I mean, we didn't go through each and every one, but we mentioned about the six powers. So the first one is the power of study. And so the first stage of placing the mind on the object, is through the power of study. So you study or you listen to the teachings, from the teacher, you study, right? Through that, then you learn to place your mind place the mind on the object. So that's called through the power of study or hearing.
아니 샘네 니바데 아니 쌈베 답지가 다 소소 투바 치고 많이 봐지 대 소소 쌈로 땅와라 때네 샘데 얘는 뭐 아니 뭐발라 좋다 와쳐마다 아니 투쌈 곰라 너 쌈로 땅와라 쌈베 답지 주버세 어떻게 간다 그래.
And then so in the second stage, where you place the mind, continuously on the object, so that not only through the study, but through the contemplation, through thinking, you think again and again, yeah. So that's the second power, the power of thinking.
뭐야? 다 검증한다. 다 연주. 다 문제는 검게자인다. 다 검지 소소로 네바 가게도 휴치해도 아니 용도 tel라 따거든.
So now we're going to go back to meditation again and then check, what interruptions you're getting more. Is it laxity? Is it, the excitement or distraction? Or in, forgetting the instruction or object and so forth.
Right? Okay. How about that? Is it better or worst? Which one more strong? Okay, Mark, which one more strong? Legacy, what's that? Legacy, excitement, where you go?
Something interrupts and then I just have to constantly come back. Some thoughts just always bubbling up.
Okay. You recognize the thoughts, something like that.
Thought with the associated feelings that just interrupt.
Jennifer.
Distraction. So I guess excitement also, and it's more about like a discursiveness about the meditation. Also, I notice when it's not stable, even when the object is bright, it moves around. Well,
for you?
Yeah, it's distraction. There'll be something about the object. They'll be like, oh wow, and then I'll have to keep pulling back.
Excitement. I myself being attached to maybe past people in my life.
You go to different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rely on being attached to what I see.
Yeah, Mark.
Trouble focusing my mind, picture the Buddha. It's almost like I'm looking through the clouds and trying to focus in on it. That's what I have the most trouble doing. And then I'll see other things.
Okay.
It's a little bit better at the first part. Then distraction started in distracting.
How are you guys? Yes, Murni?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, Geshe.
go ahead.
Oh, I was having trouble keeping it clear, keeping the object clear. So I found myself constantly trying to bring that object back.
It is okay.
That's what I was doing a lot. And
Oh.
the other thing that I'm having problems with is because of the vision, like when we're supposed to be doing our the looking down your nose, when your eyes are supposed to be focused down your nose. I'm not sure if I should be looking down there or up here. So I'm getting distracted with that.
If you have big nose, you can look that bad, easy to see.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's the one thing mentioned, it's okay if it's not really clear. The first time we can see like the macro see like Brody, how is it Brody? It's okay, it's okay. It's also not bad. First you don't have to be very clear. Okay? Then it means you're looking for a little down means you're not too exciting. If you're looking whatever your eyes go to see, your mind go that way. Therefore just try to not look very far away. Okay? Okay, Linda, Deborah, any other people, Margaret, Katie, Karen, you guys sleeping there?
I got distracted the first time because my kids were screaming in the background very loud. But the second time was much better, although I had to keep coming back to the image. But I was able to focus better because I wasn't distracted so much by outside sound.
Okay, Karen?
So the first time there was a lot of laxity and difficulty paying attention. But the second time, my mind continually would say, bring your mind back, bring your mind back. So I would, every time I got distracted, I would hear myself say, bring the mind back. And then I would see the image, but it would only stay for like a moment. And then my mind would go back to something else. And I would hear myself say, go back to the image. So there was a lots of introspection, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, Morning.
Well, I don't know if you said my name, but I'm going to make a comment. It sounded like Murni, so that's what I'm going to say. Well, like last week, you had mentioned, to focus on, a sacred object or the breath. So when I focus on my breath, I do get distracted, but I can bring myself right back to the breath. I mean, it goes back and forth, but much easier for me to do that than the image. I don't know, it's just, it's a focus that I can keep more. When I try to do the image, my mind is, it can't stay on the image very long. And I am aware that it's not staying there, but somehow I have more success with the breath for now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that also. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Margaret.
Geshe. For me, it's distraction. I just have so much noise outside of my room. So back to your point about the environment has to be conducive. So I just closed the door just now. Hopefully it'll be better. Yeah.
Okay, Linda. Usually Linda's morning, that's a good time to meditation.
I'm actually sitting outside because I'm in Thailand now, and
Oh, you're in
I'm
Thailand?
actually I'm actually finding a spot to listen to the talk. So it's like in front of a highway, so it's so noisy. But
Okay.
I'm able to hear the noise, but I'm still able to concentrate on my breathing. Yeah.
Usually the meditation like this Kamabari is outside under the tree is the best. Why? Because tree gives us a lot of energy, oxygen for us. You can see, all the Buddha meditation most under the tree, because the tree gives a lot, oxygen for our body. We didn't see that, but this, usually our body, our mind, I say depends our wind. Wind depends for our the channels. Channel depends for our body. Our body depends on the earth and the environment. They're all different connections, karmic connections. It's very, but here, we are, with especially winter time, we are now able to meditation outside. When the, summertime, we can go to the outside the house under the tree, just see that, it gives some different energies or things. Okay, Deborah?
In the evening, I'm very sleepy at first, a lot of just trying to stay awake. And then the second session sort of woke up and then it was more distraction. So the mind shifts so quickly. It's quite amazing.
Okay, good. You guys good. Continue to with the Shaitan chance to same part true the same kawan and rowa. And the Shiva the Gapa Yoga was the Susan Wilson with one. They shut down Yabu.
So yeah, you're all doing very good. You're able to recognize or identify the interruption, whichever was coming more, like being able to see laxity or the excitement or the distraction that's coming more.
Cheda and Tanaka Shineg Perio, Tina Nado pass sim. Here the Kara Zoo da to Jangalaya and part sim the thing in or the essay to the other. Parkon theory.
So it is in the portrait, of that calm abiding, stages, right? 9 stages, where he says that mind, becomes distracted, towards the 5 sense objects.
Oh yeah, Tanduka Tayanjuka Tanduka Bena Gabale Gaba said that the Chavi Chato, but some Pachan Shuchimoro, the Gobarapari. Gobatamo said they sent this chicken. Tong they was in a this sort of Shemba told them that they're Goparapala.
Gobarabagi Tamo.
Gobatamo. Gobat Rapati, the Katupa, Rapanga, Nutella, and of the usual Kusu send a lot, some Chado and the Telegoparapa. Tamo de yet the big tone they were in a this sort of Shemba and told them, oh, they like she Gobatamola.
So, when you see your desired object, you think about the desired object rather than the object of your meditation. That's the excitement, right? So excitement is mind going away from the object and going, thinking about other things, than the object itself. So that's the obvious, excitement. You can see that's the growth of, excitement, and then there's a subtle excitement, where you see the object of your meditation, but on the side also you still have this thought about the object of attachment also. So different object, that you're thinking about this, but then you also mind has a little bit thought about the other objects. So that's the subtle excitement.
Okay, the image. Can share that. Oh, the Shiva Tamo said the Suzu Yelachi. Sewo Yawachi, Zindewa Yawachi, in a tea solapama, Nido Kunudoch, Otil Shiva Tamosa, in a Tana Shiva Tamosa Legumari. Mandujina learn do something than the Lekomari.
So right now it's maybe not, no, it's right now still our mind is kind of dominated by the gross excitement and gross laxity. So laxity, when your mind goes away from the object and goes into like falling asleep, being lazy and so forth like that. So that's the gross laxity, and then subtle laxity is again your mind is able to hold the object, but still it's kind of a little bit dull, not very clear with the object like that. So that's the subtle laxity. And right now maybe at this the beginning stage, you don't see. Of course you have that, but you don't see that. You don't recognize that laxity.
Yeah. The tribu do Lampoche, the tribu that go back to go back. A tribu the agative Tushi Dagmar, Kadachi Chedga, go back.
So you see the monkey ahead of the elephant, that symbolizes the excitement. So excitement is like a monkey that cannot sit still. It's all over, all the time, jumping here and there.
And the Kala Lambochi the Kala, remove the Shivan.
And then on top of the elephant, there is a rabbit, and the rabbit symbolizes the laxity.
Nadu the Chujo and remove the color side is so much cutting could Rena.
So from the Dharma point of view, it says that the rabbit is awake only when it's eating, otherwise it's always sleeping. Is that true?
You heard that? Another children that they remove the Lambochi, then on to Semda, Lambochi, Canada, said that Semda, Shimani Yam the order.
And so it is, drawn on top of the elephant, right? So you see that. So you say that the mind and our untamed mind and the laxity are there all the time together.
Okay, that's simple Sumbekavaya and the Tawati, Lambochi, Nal Sumsaris. And the Shini and the Send the Matawajap.
So you see on the third stage, and only then that the elephant is kind of tamed. It's kind of controlled by the monk, right? The monk is the meditator practitioner, and so it's tied with its robe. And so now at that time, then you're finally able to start bringing the mind under control. So like at the beginning, the first stage, you see the distance between the mind and the elephant and the monk. That's how it is like about the mind and the practitioner. So mind is much far away. It's taken by the excitement. It's excitement taken by excitement, so it's far away.
And then made
and then there's like the fire is more stronger, the bigger fire that symbolizes the effort, means that you need to make more effort, stronger effort. And the second stage, the monk and the elephant are a little bit closer. And then there is a little change in the color of the elephant and the monkey. So it's a little bit white, right? Little bit white and on the top of the head. So that shows that you're able to control the mind a little bit at that time. How did it?
And then the Zook and the Zook semi
You see in the portrait or in the image? like a mirror,
Yeah.
shell. You got it. There's a mirror, on shell. Anyway, so those are the 5 sense objects, So those are the 5 sense object, the object that our mind distracts towards. So now we're on the second stage, okay? So continuing, we know that we have to place our mind there, and then we try to continue to place the mind on that. So that's the second stage.
Okay, we have to go until here 9, okay? Okay. 아주 검자다. 다 당연한 이제는 소소 검잡쇼. 대 검잡을 소소가 셈빠지 같이 제조도 거기에 용도 어땠다고 거다. 되는 것이 자유로 와.
So now we're going to continue to do meditation, and again, like I said, when you do the meditation, it's important to recognize which interruption is getting more.
바치용어다 하코네 되는 수소중미 받아 지키고 바치도 그러고 때 샤쇼고 나 이리지 내가 지금 어당한데 체냐고 말을 말씀하셨어. 그 그런 거는 전바 대샤는 수수가 내가 가미 가리면 내가 죽기 좋아.
So whatever interruption you're getting, then you have to recognize that, and then you have to bring your mind back. After recognizing that, you have to bring your mind back to the object. So the interruption, you just leave it there. Don't bring the interruption with you. Just bring the mind back to the object.
Okay, 다시 신화다 그봐. 대파 용어도 못 당게디 시제해야 돼. 아니 되네 죽게 오면들 템바셔야 돼. 어때서 대시되냐면 로고다.
And so whether the the excitement and laxity are coming or not, is seen by the introspection, and it is the job of the mindfulness to bring the mind back to the object.
Okay, again start meditation. Okay, this time it will be a little bit longer. Usually there's a short time, many times. Maybe a little longer. Then maybe 5 minutes. Okay. Ready? Too short. How do you guys? Yeah.
I'm
That's who
still,
Yes.
I'm still having that issue. I think I have to practice more though, because I'm,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah. We just beginning. Right now we just even not kindergarten.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we could. We had preschool. Okay.
I have to agree.
yeah, because my eyes want to go where we're supposed to keep the Buddha here above our heads, like right at our eye level maybe. But so my eyes want to go up there instead of staying,
Yeah,
focused.
without running out you up there.
Yeah. Oh
I think
man.
looks we are not really preschool. Maybe we just daycare. You know the daycare place also made for school. That one daycare. You go sometimes the babies really small ones. They sleep all the time, same time. I think we just daycare, okay? But we need to confident. We can do. Why not? Okay. Like that. But usually they say do them many times, short times. Because if you do long time, then you don't feel much, you're tired, sleeping, then you lose interest. Therefore, if you do short term, you feel something, stop, do again, you say, you exciting. Okay, I like to do that more. I like to do that more. Okay? The main things, 가르쳐 가도 거야 돼. 아니, 전반은 시즌이 가디나, 시즌에서 police 손으로. 시즌이 야보 따와야 그 전반이 따다 되는 그 야보 동거라. 시즌이 야보 맞다나 그 내가 맞잖아. 아니 그 전반가 그 가원도 그 땅 동거 말아.
And so the main thing is to have these two, the mindfulness and introspection. Introspection is like a police, checking the mind, whether it's being distracted or not, whether it's sitting in the place or not. And then the mindfulness, is to bring the mind, back, to the object. And so if there's no introspection, and then the mindfulness will not be able to, be on the object.
Or that the police 손으로 그 가디나 따다 따디 그 야보다 그 동거라. 야보마다 그 따다지 따드네. 그 꼬마 이거 뭐다 꼬마 용거 누드면 잘 맞다나 그 꼬마리나 그 잘라기 그 하고 말아. 제가 그 가디나 야보다나 그 꼬마 숨도 그러고.
Well, just like alert, policeman, who is always watching, if there's anybody, trying to steal or rob or anybody trying to do something bad, like all the time watching. If the police doesn't watch it carefully, then somebody will come and and steal and go away, take away the things, and the police will not, will not recognize, right? So just like that, the introspection, is the mind that's always watching. So we have to have that, develop that mind, the introspection itself. So, so that you can see where the mind is going, whether it's being distracted, whether it's being excited, or whether it's being laxity, or whatever it is, in that, so that to recognize that, and then mindfulness, bring back the mind back to the object.
당 아주 샘 단에 그냥 가와로 나 아주 단다 곰 자야가 유트 마잉이 zugjala zugjila jundore drag jila jundole trug jila jundole rog jila jundore rejak jila ko jundore wa o te rogodum tago.
So right now our mind is running after all these objects, right? Different objects, like the object of the visible objects, or the sound, after the smell, olfactory, or the touch, and the taste, and so forth. So it's important to check whether the mind is going towards those sensual objects or not.
Okay, like that. Okay, ani that the tunipan road karena ani ngadu shi cholola indo wala gopala gare oda mai ba da kala kani ko ni shiwa la gare da te ani komja gare ani parche de joindes kani jar jarwa shiwa da gopala.
And so this is the mind that checks in introspection. It's checking whether mind is being distracted or not. If it's distracted towards the objects of attachment, then that's the excitement. And if it's very kind of dull and sleepy, and that's the laxity. So those are the interruptions. So it's important to recognize that you're getting those interruptions.
Oh, I forgot Andrew. How's yours? Andrew, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I was having difficulty staying with the object, mostly due to excitement. So getting attached to other things in my mind, and constantly trying to remind myself of getting back to the object.
That's good. Yeah, you recognize, remind. That's good. Okay, now next meditation. Everyone knows Tara image, right? Green Tara. Everyone knows green Tara. Okay, but you know a lot think green Tara. Okay, then think the Buddha Shamatha image again. But you know a lot think green Tara. Okay. Drama tencho maris. Drama good tencho maris. Ten then such jump the good tango res. Correct. Okay. Everyone knows green Tara, right? Or can't. If Tanka is green, right? This statue you don't see much different, right? We'll see. It will not, right? Green Tara. They will not green Tara, but sorry, you not allowed to think that. You have to think, focus with the image. Okay? Ready? Okay. Okay. I thought you might go to a different place. Is that Tara?
I have a question. So yeah, what happened for me is immediately was like green Tara, and then I don't know. I have a question. Is this cheating? Way I was able to bring a little bit the Buddha Shakyamuni, but I don't know if this is cheating. I made the Buddha image brighter. I made him shinier in my mind.
That's good. That's good. Good.
Like gold shinier, like more vivid.
It's good to a little gold, shiny, little heavy. That is good. Okay, but yeah, our mind is said, don't do that, we mind go that way, right? All the mom.
Honestly, I was on the image 98% of the time, but I cheated too. So what I had is like a black and white column on the two sides. Because it seems like my mind can't stay on one thing, it has to focus on something else. So
Yeah.
it just went on that just a little bit, and kept going right back. So it was 98%.
Yeah, right now we just like kindergarten, but you do more, getting better. Right? How's Jennifer?
I mean, at the very first, you know, I popped in the image of Tara popped in, but then once I cultivated the image of Shakyamuni Buddha, I was able to stay.
That's good. That's good. How are you guys? Okay. How about you guys? Everyone okay? So? Okay, this is a try. Try to, you know, right now we have like kindergarten. We are really kindergarten. We're not kindergarten. We're in the preschool. Maybe not there. The daycare. Daycare to practice meditation. Okay. We are already adults, but we are, according to practice meditation, we are like daycares. Therefore, don't feel, oh, I'm not very good practitioner or I'm not very good meditation. Not think that. You need to confident, you know. Just do slowly, keep going, okay? We're here also like about like maybe like 10 people watch all the time. And these people, some people coming, going, or some people that. How you guys also do some meditation. We talk about a little bit how to meditation to calm our body. Okay, any other questions? Therefore, we just remember, okay, which obstacles more strong for me. We can work for that, okay? Or the list, okay. Sleeping or list. Oh, legacy, laxity and excitement. Yeah. Then mindfulness and another one. Introspection. Yeah, introspection. Those very important. Mindfulness and introspections most important to meditation. Anything we do, any jobs, right? You know, when we do something, we need to mindfulness, introspection. Those things very important object to any kind of job. We do the job. Okay, like that. And I think we. Yes, your question. Yes.
Question. I find I can hold the object better if I try to grasp it strongly.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good to
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
hold on.
You can hold like shiny or heavy. That's good. That's also the text is good. It's also not too big one.
Not too big.
Yeah, not too big. You can like the size.
Mm.
The size is okay. Okay.
So I was realizing that like when you like seeing the Buddha's image in my mind doesn't really require my eyes seeing it. Like, so I think at the beginning I was very focused on the actual like what my eye sees and then try to repeat it and try to make it in my mind. But once I was really breathing, like it just the image comes out because I already know what the Buddha's image looks like. I don't need to constantly look at it. Because when I focus on myself and my breathing, that actually was much better to see it without actually focusing on someone like other parts of the body.
Yeah, first we need to look it because we don't remember. After we look, we're not meditation for our eyes. We need to meditation our mind or heart, what we call that. Therefore, that's good, you know. We need to more focus without looking. It's good. Yes, ma'am.
Focusing on your breath or focusing on the image of the Buddha, they're two different things in your mind. Will they both lead to the same place of calm abiding?
Usually you're not looking for your breath. Most you focus for the just image. Go to breath, you look more that to go different directions. But they're both the object of the meditation, calm body. But you cannot change it. Today I look like to my breath. Tomorrow I'll go to, you know, statue doesn't work. You need to right now like example for our like publicly, I choose the statue. But you can choose anything you want. According to karma body, you need to also same. All the time same. Today one, tomorrow one, never day you never get damage. Okay?
그런 게 롱라 때네 가서 지내도다 여러 번 써.
Yeah, long pen ngazo bu jungla da shin da yor.
This one, yeah. So whatever object you choose, whether it's the image or the breath, you can achieve. You just have to choose one. You should not change, every now and then, but just take one, choose one, and then stick with that. And through that, you can achieve karma abiding.
And do da shin da de la tane gom jayer. The traditional shin da good.
Yeah, so any kind of object, even like a piece of stone or a piece of stick, you can take that as an object, and then through that, you can achieve karma abiding.
And this should do similar to the gom jayer.
And also can take one's mind as an object, for karma abiding.
안도 그 산지에 딱 구셔야 돼. 아니 지금 신업 그 자네. 그 자네. 어디 딱 준대 막 보이는 샤샤요. 이제 내가 내가 좀 맞춰 말해.
So in the Dharma, it is recommended to use Buddha's image, with the for the benefits, for the reason, with the many benefits that there are, if you think of Buddha's statue, you create a merit, you get a blessing and so forth. So that's why it is recommended, but doesn't mean that you have to use that, to achieve karma abiding.
Okay. Yes.
What about starting out with something very simple, like a black circle or black square against white paper?
Yeah, you can do that. That'd be fun. As told me, you can any object's fun. According to Buddhism, we choose the Buddha image. But there are also a lot of meanings, a lot of benefits. Otherwise, you can choose a black, white, whatever you want, okay? Yes.
In the meditation practices we did today, we just went right into the meditation, but is it beneficial to do a little breathing meditation first to kind of like, you said that you have to, you can't go directly into a virtuous mind. You have to kind of neutralize the mind first.
Good, there. I can stay. Tensoya was a take order. And those 70, Yamanigan lecture, the 70 shoe 2 day on that. And another woman, Jomo Gomala Tene, 70 touch, Tanu Goma, Yungure.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. That's true, because we've been very busy all day doing other things. So our mind is very occupied with that. And to bring the mind, from that to worldly activity into the like Dharma, virtuous object is a little bit difficult. And so you have to kind of neutralize the mind, equalize the mind, by doing a breathing meditation. So that's good. Yeah. So that's how we should do it, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We are going to talk here. Now we're going to stop. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving for everyone. We also rejoice. We're able to also celebration this Thanksgiving. Last couple of years we're not able to do that. Now also last 2 years, Turkey's also the most Turkeys saved their life, but then again they lost their life. But this is a how the much fix. Enjoy your family members, friends. Good time to spend your family, friends. Enjoy that, okay? And tomorrow eat all day. Next day go all day to go to bed. How is that? Gym. Exercise. Okay, now we stop. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Janango.
Night.
Good night. Okay.
Page 39, Thanksgiving mandala. From my two collections, vast as space that I have amassed, working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom Maya is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Buddha Shri. May I find the best of the degraded paths of the teachings. May I please all the Buddhas by practicing, using skillful means drawn by the strong force and compassion. May I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the paths that I may discern them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time, with my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those whose wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this great course to enlightenment completed, due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children, may all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the first path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones. May the oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Gyatso Shin life till stars and 49. Long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduous way to serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers, honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live on. '57, we're going to get there. Prayers of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly having gained just place each and every sentient be without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, where unborn arise, and wherefore never decline. All in cause of your peace. Lord God,
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you,
Well,
Doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Geshe.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Damsho.
Thank you, Bob. Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
You guys. On Thursday.
No class next Wednesday. Okay.
Next Wednesday, no class. You do meditation yourself, okay? And good. Okay, happy Thanksgiving.
Thank
Wonderful night. Enjoy with your families. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. A
Thank
good
you.
night, good day.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.